Good evening and welcome to the TP-Link UK Invitational. My name is Gucci. I am joined by Silverback. The first game on the stream this evening is going to be an absolute scorcher. We've got Epsilon facing off against DB Gaming. Silverback, talk about this game. What do you think is going to be happening here? Of course, both teams have done well in this tournament so far, but DB are top of the league. Do you think this is going to give Epsilon a bit of a struggle?
Yeah, DB Gaming have been ever so strong. They've had some really good wins under their belt. This by far is going to be one of their toughest. They really need to bring something special here. Epsilon on Tuesday, they had some issues. They do drop a game, which means that DB and Orbit are the only teams that can possibly go through 100% record. So this is going to be a huge test for them. For me, it's going to be all about Ainsey, to be honest with you.
Okay, so you're picking up as Ainsley's DB standout player. I mean, I've seen some good things from him in the past, especially at Lands on Black Ops 2, but I've not really seen too much from him on this game. Of course, hasn't qualified for champs, unfortunately. I was just on board with Jerdo, who's just been dropped down. Let's get on board with Flux and see how he starts this game off. Instantly does get a grenade onto T-Rob. But, of course, the best of 5 for tonight's schedule is going to be Sovereign on Domination, Octane Search and Destroy, Freight Blitz, Strike Zone Domination, and Warhawk S&D. So, I'm going to put you on the spot here, Silverback, straight away. Any score predictions for you?
Straight off the bat, I'm going to say Epsilon going to take the first round here quite comfortably. I'm going to say at least a 40 points difference for these guys, for Epsilon. You know, they've got a bit of a thing to prove tonight, as do DB Gaming. I mean, I'm looking at the scores here. Swanee, he's currently 2-2 with 1 capture. They're only holding the 1 capture, which is the A dom. They've really got to push B and C, and I think you could see maybe towards the later part of this first round, you're going to see Epsilon possibly maybe test round. But as I say, that all 4 go down. So I think we'll jump on with Rated here. Your predictions, Gooch?
Well, I mean, as standard, you would just sort of predict that Epsilon are going to take this. However, the other day, last time I casted them, they did look shaky against TYT. Obviously, they dropped the game against Tech on Tuesday, but that was due to things beyond their control. Just on board with Rated right now, as that B flag is being taken away from him. He's taken down 1 player on that. Not going to pick up a second though, as he does go down the side, and this is where Epsilon needs to get a hold on this game. Let's get on board with Jerd, currently got himself a 2 streak, going for a 3rd as well, picks up an assist there. Swanee makes the kill on Ant, as Jerd does drop down to Ainsey. On board with Flux down this right hand side though. Epsilon do have that 2 cap in now, so that will spell trouble for DB Gaming, because of course this is a deadly force in the form of Epsilon here, as they do just need to hold down a 2 cap to get their lead back.
Epsilon Flux here, he's actually going through. They're losing A. He's going to drop back. No, he's not. He's going to go up to top yellow. Look at top mid control. He's going to pick off a player. Yeah, as he does that with ease. They're going to defend Biz. He's losing, but he gets taken out. Flux taking that nicely, so that leaves us with Jerd. Jerd's going to jump on. He's going to secure C quite easily. No one's there really to take anything away from this guy at all. But they are going to gain B with the web. Swanee, he's going to push forward, which means now he's actually been taken out. Ant has taken him out as they were going for the game. Epsilon just seem to be on the back foot on this map here, Gooch. They don't seem to have the pressure or the map existence to take it. Every time they push forward, DB are coming back.
Yeah, they really haven't got a good hold on this game as of yet, but I'm sure time is of the essence for them. I mean, they'll just need a little bit of time to get themselves into this, get themselves warmed up somewhat. I would have thought they've been playing on the Xbox One quite a bit, so whatever difference that makes, you can take your own personal opinions into play, of course. Currently on board now with Swanee. He's just trying to patrol around this C area, make sure nobody's penetrating into B, and it is going to go Epsilon into the lead right now, despite DB looking very strong from the start. Epsilon have got themselves back into it.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said. It's towards the latter half of this first round you're going to see a big difference from the guys from Epsilon. They just seem to be a bit slower when they're setting up. They don't seem to have that play there. I'm on board with Flux at the moment, who's defending this B-bomb to server. They're actually going for the triple K. They've gone for the neutralization. They've managed to take off Jerd, who was the guy that was doing it. Ainsley taking the kill, but Flux is going to go all the way around. He's currently 10 for 7, 2 captures, top game at the moment for him. He gets taken out as he comes around the corner, and it's Rated that takes that kill. It's going to be down to Swanee, who's on the defence here on C. Holding this at the moment, it's 69 to 59. It's a 10-point lead. It's pretty close.
Yeah, it is very close. Let's get on board with Ainsley now for the last 45 seconds. He's trying to secure that B flag, but he does go down. So that's going to leave us with T-Rob there with that MTAR. Looks as if he's just going to take things very, very slow. The team are trying to go for that B flag as opposed to a home flag here. T-Rob just trying to get some last-minute points on the board because, of course, with 30 seconds left, every point does matter. There's still 5 minutes left in the game here. Oh, and that was a good capture from Rob taking down Swanee.
That was a beautiful play. Literally put down the trophy system, hid behind the actual tank itself, and the mechanism jumps behind, takes him out, and he's actually moving forward. They're going to take that side there, and we're going into this round with a possible, I believe it's now a 21-point lead. Good play here for Epsilon. They're managing to bring it back. Jerd is the big objective player there. 10, 10 and 5. Exactly what Epsilon needed. And DB really weren't weak. Epsilon were just that little bit stronger.
Yeah, I mean, despite Epsilon looking a little bit shaky at the start, DB really did look strong in the opening stages of that game. But Epsilon came back into it, as you said. Jerd, the objective player there, dominating the captures with 5. Flux not far behind him with 3, putting up the numbers as well. So that was a good all-round team effort from Epsilon in the end there. Swanee really not getting his standard holding position in. I think that went down to purely how they actually started things up, not having the 2-cap control for Swanee just to sit and pick off DB as they run towards him. But DB, 22 points down. If they can start the second side the way that they started the first, but just hold it for a little while longer, they might be in with a shout here.
Yeah, they really do. They've got to go to the point where we see a lot of setups, and TYT are actually well known for taking the diagonal play, cutting off A and B, and then really spawn trapping them in C. I don't think they're going to be able to do this to the likes of Epsilon. Epsilon, I feel, are too experienced game knowledge-wise. For me, it's going to be all about how they're going to set up from the off. I think really from the off, we again, I think what we should do here is run here with one of the guys from Epsilon, maybe Flux. Yeah, I think we go for Flux. He had a good game last time. Let's see how they pan this out and what the split is going to be from the off. You normally see a bump up, you know what I mean?
See, I would agree with you there. However, if you flick on board with T-Rob from DB Gaming, he's got himself that close quarter combat shotgun in his hand. So I'm going to be intrigued to see how he does with this here. I would have thought he'll get right round the back of B and try and get behind Epsilon straight from the off. So I just want to see how he plays this. We can jump on board with Flux if Rob fails, perhaps. But sorry to go against you there.
No, I totally agree. I'd love to see a Bulldog in action. When that gun comes out, it normally means there's either going to be some big plays, or you're just going to get rejected big time. It's going to have to be something special with an AR to take that Bulldog out. And he's immediately such an angry push to B as he's moving underneath. He's going to cut out this section, jump up. Yes, he is. Straight onto the B dom as we see plays go down. And there is the first kill. Picks that up. And this is going to give DB the advantage with 3 down from Epsilon. What a start from DB.
Yeah, it looks as if they are going to get that cap in and secured as well. He just needs to stay alive and do the defensive work. It looks as if he is going to opt to stay in that B flag, but with so many stuns and grenades coming in, it looks as if he will actually die from his left-hand side. But let's just have a look. Oh, he's put it away. He's got himself.
He's got the plays. He's going to get the headshot. Takes out Jerd. Jerd gets dropped, and then comes Rated again, who takes out Flux, which means we're going to run on with Ant, who's taking his top control. I tell you what, the amount of grenades that went in, and there's Ant with the kill. The amount of grenades that come in. Rob lasted that length, swaps up weapon, managing to pick a couple of shots there. Didn't last it, but it's a huge start from these guys. They're now hitting in towards the 10-point region, and this is where they need to carry on staying. Don't lose this play, and you could see this. He's going for the sneaky play here. Look, he's going to sit up on this wall here. Epsilon do this a lot, and he just drops short there. Epsilon's a lot of work to do.
Yeah, Epsilon have got a lot of work to do. Of course, they do have that 22-point cushion in their favour already. It looks as if they have taken A, and C is under contest from DB, though. They need to hold on to that, but DB do get control of it, so they've maintained the 2-cap here. Silverback, this is looking good from DB, but as I said, Epsilon already got 22 points, so they are still trailing now.
Yeah, it was Jerd that took the A-Dom. managing to bring that back, but he wasn't too aware. It was actually Ainsley and T-Rob that gained the C, so they've really not gained any footwork at all. As I'm currently going to run on here with Swanee. Swanee is currently 4-3, top score. He's on a 2 streak. Flux is on a 4 streak, but he's just sitting back, like, to be honest with you, in a distance play. I just want to see how Swanee's going to play. So now holding A and B, and there's a lovely kill from Swanee, cutting off that yellow walkway. I'm intrigued to see they're going to lose B, and this is where Swanee's is going to come. He's going to look for the plays. Nothing there. They do lose it. Where was the player? How did Swanee miss him here?
Yeah, I think he was actually sat in one of the corners on that left-hand side of Swanee there, still on board with him. He's actually got low ammo, so he needs to push forward. He's only got 5 bullets left in his gun, but Jerd advanced ahead of him, so they are holding this 2-cap once again, trailing by just 10 points on this side, so that's nothing at all, as they are still 12 points in the lead. Swanee finds himself a Vector. Weird to see him with an SMG. Did manage to take down one player, but Rob jumping out the sky there, take him down, and picks up Jerd as well. So that's good teamwork by DB to try and push onto this B flag, which they do manage to do so. Ainsley getting the cap there. He's currently 4-3 with 3 caps, still in that position, trying to provide some support to Rated, as it looks as if Epsilon are going to push on towards that C flag, and DB are losing that now. They need to get themselves a home flag as well, because they are losing B.
Yeah, they've got to be really, really careful. If Epsilon get taken out here, they can get caused into a split, which DB could then really theoretically go for the triple cap, and that is the last thing that Epsilon will want to happen. If Epsilon get triple capped here, it will see DB progress extremely quickly and decrease that points gap that they already gained. 2 down here, 3 down now for DB as Ainsley does spawn in. I'm going to run on, I want to run on with Flux. Flux has increased his skills. He's actually pushing forward. He's on 12 and 8, no captures. He's really playing more of that defensive role, trying to pick off the plays. And you know, that's what you kind of need on this Sovereign map, because there's so many ways into either A or C. You need someone that has the ability to take that, and the quicker they are, the better it is for you. It's currently 63-57. Epsilon really have closed the gap, but it's just not going to be enough of DB with a minute left. I don't think they're going to do it here.
Yeah, 1 minute left. I think they would need to implement a triple cap here at some stage and hold it for at least 30 seconds. Swanee's just gone down the middle of the map there. On board with Flux once again as he does take down one. Gets shut down by Ainsley. That's better from DB, but Jerd quick to take him down there. So Ant just coming out of that A bomb site. It looks like they are going for the triple cap here, but they have just been shut down off that B flag, and now they're losing C as well. That is not what they need. They need that triple cap locked in to be able to do anything. I don't think they're going to have enough time left on the board to actually bring this back in now, Silverback.
No, there will be no time left on there at all. Jerd currently 10-6, 5 captures. Such an objective gameplay again. This guy really, I feel, did bring it back, because he did go for his own knife there and take out his own team member. Unfortunately, luckily enough, nothing happened. He was just sat there nice, and you can see a drop shot there from Jerd. That just really summed the game up for Jerd. It's currently 79-71. That points difference that they've got in the first one isn't going to come into effect any way, shape or form. Epsilon will go through on this first game 1-0 up. That's a good start for him. Not the best of starts, but it will, you know, it will help the momentum and the psychology come into play here. The next map, it's gonna, you know, it's gonna be a big one for these guys. Can they carry on, or DB gonna step up the